Hello, this is Mitchell Swords, the busy STEM teacher. I am here live in my bunker, also known as my basement, and we are now doing distance learning at my school district. And one of the things that I've learned recently that will help me expedite a lot of my feedback to all of my 800 some students is through batching canned responses. Now, we often give this term of a fill in response a very negative connotation. Like, well, if you cared so much about my kid, you would write a personal email to me. Yes, that is true. We care a lot about your kids. We care a lot about our students, and we honestly do. However, we do only have so much time in our day. And if we can create a meaningful response to best answer the questions that we have and expedite that process, it makes it so much easier for us to reach more kids. And it also makes it easier for us to spend our time doing what we need to, which is planning, prepping, and making sure our lessons are the best experience for our learners. So what I'm going to show you today is how do we create canned responses for those emails that we seem to get a lot, whether it's questions about how to access our content, or maybe it's emails just sending feedback to our kids. I use Loom and also some YouTube videos to send feedback to my kids. And so in general, this is an email I send a lot. I might send tens to 20 to 30 a day. If I get a lot of students, it might be a lot more. I have 850 kids. So if I have a really awesome lesson, I'm going to be sending a lot of emails that following day or during the next week. And so if I can make it a lot more streamlined, it makes it easier. So with that said, here's how we do it. And we're using Gmail for this. I'm using my Gmail account. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a template. And from that template, we can save a template into a Gmail. So we're going to go into settings, go into settings from the gear and click settings. And what you see here is all the different settings you do with Gmail. We're going to go to advanced. And in advanced, we're going to scroll down to templates where it says turn frequent messages into templates to save time. They can be created. You want to make sure this is from disable to enable. Now you can create a template. So you go to compose. And on the very bottom, you see the three dots are more options. I can go in there and I can access templates. I've already created one called Project Feedback Response, where I have a feedback where I'm inserting a Loom that I make directly to a student, and that way it's personable to that kid. So I can click on that, and as you can see, it fills out the whole thing for me. Please make sure you delete any signatures that you have, so that it doesn't duplicate. And so it gives the whole response that you may have. Now, it's important to make sure that this is standardized so that you don't write any personal information that you would write specific to a kid and then you accidentally save that as a template. You want to make it generic so that you can edit it later to be more customizable for that student. So what you simply do to create one is you just create your template. You create your email. Hello, I see you have a question on ... And let's say you have a question about, hey, you were wondering where to turn in stuff. So you might have a turn in question that you get a lot. You would create a generic response for that question or a way to get in touch with you. And then you click on the three dots, you go to templates, and you do save draft as template. And then you go to project, you go to save as new template, and then you name it. So this is like hand in response. And so there you go. Anytime you get a question about how to turn in a project or how to access the site or different things like that, you create a template to satisfy that need. You send the emails, and this will make your work more efficient, and it will also allow you to answer the questions in a way that is uniform. So that way you're not giving one person a different answer than the other, or it's more clear in one way than another. This will help you be more precise with your speech when you're emailing many different people. and it saves you time so you can do what you need to, which is plan, prep, and do what you need to make sure this is the best environment for your kids.